Darcy, the doors opened here about an hour ago, and since then people have been filing in. The week-long competition challenges competitors both mentally and physically. We have this News 19 truck right here, been sitting for about 30 minutes, and it's reading at 109 degrees, and it's not even the hottest part of the day. As you can see behind me, a pretty large tree is blocking the road. For months, this loud and sometimes pungent truck has made an unexpected home behind downtown Lexington businesses. If you've driven through this area, chances are you're familiar with the railroad behind me. Andrea, creating education scholarship accounts has been a Republican priority for years. And while it has yet to become a reality, Republican leaders hope this year will be different. Here at Sandhill, shoppers are finding fewer empty storefronts like these and more local businesses to support. Police Chief Kevin Goodman has set up this memorial car in the parking lot and is asking members of the community to come by and pay their respects. Free meals to all K-12 students could potentially save South Carolina families with 2 children around $1,000 per year.
Welcome to my place, C5. It is so awesome.
For Frederick Myers, home isn't measured by its size.
You have my bed right here. Also, you have your TV.
It's about making it his own.
It's not tight once you make it a home. It's better than being on the ground.
1 year ago, he was homeless and in and out of the hospital.
Because, you know, it's something to try to heal yourself and have nowhere to go.
Now he lives at Rapid Shelter Columbia, a village of pallet shelters built for chronically homeless residents like Myers.
I'm homeless, but again, when I come to that gate, I'm not. I have my own key to my own pallet.
The shelter, located on Calhoun Street, connects homeless people with opportunities they wouldn't have while living on the street, including regular meals, laundry, and showers.
We're dealing with some pretty serious mental health issues, substance use disorder, and these people, they need a community that cares for them.
Site manager Mackin Wall says all 50 pods have been at full capacity, and she's confident the demand will continue.
I think we will always be at capacity or close to capacity, and that's okay because each person that we can get housed really makes a difference. So,
according to Wall, nearly 30 people have moved into permanent housing since the program started 10 months ago.
Patience is a big thing for our residents because I say, you know, things don't happen overnight, especially finding housing, affordable housing.
As for Myers, patience has paid off. He's moving into his own apartment in a few weeks.
Oh my gosh, don't ask me that 3 times. Super excited, super excited.
Reporting in Columbia, Becky Budds, News 19 WLTX. From July to November, lawmakers met more than a dozen times to take up abortion legislation, racking up 6 figures in legislative overtime.
I don't think that going back again was the mistake.
GOP State Senator Josh Kimbrell defending the General Assembly's decision to convene a special session to change South Carolina's abortion law.
I think that we could have handled it better. We could have made better use of that time, and I wish we would have.
The months-long session prompted long days and heated debate in both chambers, which resulted in no law being passed and a $174,000 price tag. Since the legislative session ended in May, the House has met 3 times and the Senate met 5, in addition to a half a dozen committee meetings. Critics like Democratic Representative Seth Rose calling it a waste of time and taxpayer dollars.
So many things that we could do to improve the quality of life, but instead we take up this political issue when we already have one of the most stringent laws in America as to this issue.
On top of their $10,400 salary, each lawmaker gets paid about $185 every day they're in Columbia on official business. They also get $1,000 a month for in-district expense payments. Lawmakers say the total for being called back for a special session is a fraction of the state's $13.8 billion budget. But some taxpayers say they would rather see the money spent elsewhere.
Still going through a pandemic, prices are going up. You know, people are struggling to buy food, get gas.
Definitely on the roads and more on the schools as well, because I have a daughter that goes to schools.
Lawmakers return for the new legislative session in January. Reporting in studio, Becky Budds, News 19 WLTX.
Yeah, I got to be highly vigilant on who comes in and out.
At Williams-Brice Stadium, no one gets through Gate 68 without going by Larry Benson first.
I see everything coming in and out of here, a lot of stuff.
Benson is one of the hundreds of people who helps off the field at USC's home football games.
This is a major production every game day, a major production.
Before the tens of thousands of fans arrive, end zones are painted to perfection, fridges are stocked, and surfaces are cleaned.
Doing some final touch-ups, whether it be pressure washing, painting. We're getting our numerous areas in the stadium ready.
Director of Athletic Facilities Matt Bedenbaugh says when the game's over, the process starts all over again.
It never really stops. After a game, we'll have a 7:30 game tomorrow night, finish about 11, and then we're back in the next morning by 5:30, 6 a.m. to get the stadium ready again.
Assistant Director of Operations Kip Bogle tells me the best part of the job is seeing what they've accomplished.
To see 77,000 plus people having the best time on a Saturday night, that's what it's all about.
Just to be here in this stadium, to feel the game and energy and all that, yeah, it's amazing.
Reporting in Columbia, Becky Budds, News 19 WLTX.
One by one, 49 names of domestic violence victims were read aloud at South Carolina's 25th annual Silent Witness ceremony. Family members held blue and red silhouettes representing the 37 women and 12 men whose lives were lost just last year. In the middle, a 50th purple silhouette representing potential unknown victims.
My abuser, we used to go to church together and he had his arm around me. And you just never know what somebody's going through, so I'm here just to be vocal about that and to meet other people so that we can get the word out there.
Jamie Banks has been coming to the ceremony for 7 years, holding the same sign and sharing her story to bring awareness to domestic violence.
They don't have to keep it to themselves, that there's somebody out there maybe who's relatable to them. And so there's no shame in my story anymore. I used to feel shame and no more shame.
Harold Crocker's 19-year-old daughter was killed during what Kershaw County deputies say was a domestic violence incident in 2018.
She used to come to my bedroom and put her makeup on sitting on the end of my bed. Sometimes I still feel the bed.
He says every day he thinks about the victims who came before her and the ones who could come after.
That bothers me as much as my daughter's passing. Can I save the next one? And how?
He too shares his daughter's story in hopes of breaking the cycle of abuse that has impacted communities all over the state.
If you find out it's happening, do everything but violence to keep them away.
In Columbia, Becky Budds, News 19 WLTX.